Hi, today we're off on holiday because it's Missy's birthday tomorrow. Missy's going to be 8 years old and we're headed to Hastings to give her a weekend at the seaside. So we travelled down to Hastings on the Friday night and checked into the Royal Victoria Hotel. And in the morning we went to the breakfast buffet and then we went back to the room to open Missy's birthday presents. And I'd bought her a special harness with a camera mount so we could get a dog's eye view of her opening the presents. I did do a full video on her birthday, so if you'd like to see more of that, then make sure you check it out. I'll leave a link below. So we got here quite late yesterday and I was too tired to show you anything, so I'll just give you a little tour of where we're staying. So this is 406 and we're at the Royal Victoria Hotel and it's in St Leonards, not Hastings, but it's just up the road. And as we came in I was a bit nervous because there was only one bed and then this little cot in the corner that's currently got all our coats on, so I was a bit unsure where I'd be staying, but there is an extra bit around the corner. So it's a bit messy now because we've got all our stuff everywhere. There's like a little chest of drawers with tea and a kettle there, and then a double bed in the middle, a weird little sofa thing at the side that we think is from Victorian times, as it's quite old looking and a bit rickety, as is the dressing table, and it's all a bit old grandeur, where I think it used to be very like posh here, but now not so much. But let me show you around this corner. So there's a little like corridor bit, and then along here, turn that light on. So there's a bathroom here, and then that's got a bath with a shower over it, and a little shelf to keep stuff. Oh, and a mirror. Hi there. And then here got an extra little wing, I'll call it the west wing. This is where my bed is, and it's just a single in here. It would be nice if it was a double, or you think they could put two twins in really, but I think this is like a family suite. There's a little wardrobe in the corner here with a little bit of hanging space and storage at the bottom. And then we are right on the seafront, but we're on the wrong side. We wanted a sea view, and that's why we picked this hotel, because it is right on the beach, but you're not allowed dogs in the sea view rooms, so we had to have this one, which has like a view over the town behind. But the windows, I don't know if it's salt from the sea or just where they need a good clean, but you can't see a lot out of them, to be fair. And yeah, it's not the best view. There's a Masonic hall behind us. Let's see if Missy's finished her birthday breakfast. She's been gobbling it. How you going, Missy? Good? Oh wow, nearly finished.
You won't leave any.
How do you like the hotel, guys?
Very nice.
Very nice. Grand.
And who used to stay here?
Queen Victoria. She stayed here at least 3 times.
The
She
king.
came as the princess from Germany, and then when she was queen, she came again as queen and signed the visitors book.
A distinguished guest.
And distinguished guest, and this was a haunt of many of the royal family.
She read that in the welcome pack. Got a key for the room. So from our hotel, we cross the road and walk along the seafront towards Hastings. Missy was filming, but I realised that perhaps the camera would be better on a setting that didn't wobble with her movement, so I changed it. So hopefully from here on in, it's going to be a little bit less jerky for you. We were lucky with the weather because it had been forecast to rain today, but we got a lovely sunny day, so we could take our time having a leisurely walk, and I think it was about a mile from our hotel to Hastings pier where we ended up. We came to Hastings a lot when I was a child, as my nan used to live here, but I've not been here for a long time. It's changed quite a bit from what I remember. There were lots more cafes and things along the promenade, which I don't remember being there 30 years ago, so I guess they're new. I particularly like the look of this colourful place called Goat Ledge, and it was like a cafe but made of lots of little huts and lots of nooks and crannies where you could sit and have a cup of tea. Bottle Alley runs from Warrior Square to Hastings Pier, and it's the lower part of a double-deck promenade that was built in the 1930s. Its name's taken from the fact that the walls are decorated with lots of pieces of glass bottles that are embedded into the concrete panels. So as you walk down, you'll see all the different colours. It's somewhere I distinctly remember from my childhood visits, although I remember it being much longer than it actually is. I thought it went the whole length of Hastings, but it doesn't. It's only 480 metres long. What we didn't realise was they've now introduced a light show at Bottle Alley that happens every night at 7:30 and 9:30 p.m, and it lasts around 5 minutes, and it's a series of LED lights doing multicolour sequences with music. and there's an extended 30-minute show on Fridays.
Sit, come on, sit.
Where are you going back?
Just get a photo.
You took that as seats. That's a bit cheeky.
Oh. Smile. See. See.
We've left that up there on a bench and we've come down onto the beach again, and Missy was whining. She wanted to play. And then bring your toy. Oh. She won't let anyone get it. Missy? It's very windy here, but it is nice and sunny. Down in the direction we've walked from, right at the end there, you can see a building that's shaped like a ship. It doesn't notice so much from this angle, so I'll have to try and get some shots when we go back. But yeah, I think it's an apartment block and it's designed to look like a cruise ship. And then over here we've got the pier, which I don't know if that's open at this time of the year or just in the summer. I imagine in the summer there's like a fairground at the end of it, but it looks pretty empty at the moment. So we'll walk up and have a look in a minute when we've finished our play. We've stopped for an ice cream and Mum's having a coffee, and oh, she's got a cushion to sit on but she's not inflating it, she's just sitting on it flat. Missy's a bit restless, although she has had a drink, haven't you, Missy? Might let you have a little lick round this ice cream when I'm done. Oh, they do Bark Farm ice cream for dogs. We'll have to get you that in a minute, Missy. couple of sides here. This is our hotel, somewhere along here, and then we've walked up here, and we're now. Right, Missy, you ready? And we did stop at the pier, but it's closed and they might be pulling it down. So Mum's quite upset about it, as it's an old, not heirloom, what's the word? It's an old favourite of Mum's.
Oh, right.
So she's upset if the pier goes. Missy's still playing with her toy. Hill, there's like some castle ruins which we've visited in the past, and then further down here is that the funicular railway, is that what it's called? Yeah. That goes up the side of the cliff. I think we did that as well once, didn't we? That's quite good. I don't know if you can do it with dogs though. Stop for a bit of lunch.
Cheers.
We stopped for some fish and chips, and Missy's under the table waiting for her. Oh, Dad's not waiting. This is the fish and chips. I won't name and shame the fish and chip place we stopped at, but it was very disappointing, as I'd been looking forward to fish and chips by the sea, and it was just horrible, to be honest. We think it was the oil they used. It just made the fish very tasteless, and even the chips weren't nice. So after that we decided to head back towards the hotel, and our legs were pretty tired, so we were hoping that we would find a bus stop and be able to get a bus back most of the way. But there was still quite a walk until we found the bus. Missy was still full of beans though, and she seemed quite keen to go in the fairground, but unfortunately there's no ride for dogs, so we had to pull her away from it. We're looking for a bus to get back, as we've walked too far. We finally found a bus stop, and luckily we didn't have long to wait until the bus came. Me and Dad thought it was quite funny because Mum pushed in front of everyone at the queue because she wanted to ask whether dogs were allowed. So me and Dad waited back while she forced her way on. Right, let's go here, Missy. Come here.
I said, do you go to Victoria?
So do you think this is it?
No, this is Warriors.
Next stop, right?
Missy didn't seem to like the bus ride very much, and she was whining a bit because she's not really used to it. But luckily it was just a short journey. Hang on, Missy. Right there. Wait a minute. Go. Thank you. This is our hotel here, but it's got a load of scaffolding over it, so it doesn't look its best. And this bit on the corner is where the restaurant is, the bit with the curved roof. Oh, the door's open. In you go. Good girl. This way. And we're up on the 4th floor, so we're taking the left.
Or we can walk upstairs now.
No. In you go. Started closing on me. This morning when we were having breakfast, we'd seen a park run going along the promenade, and so we worked out we'd actually done the same route as them, and we'd walked 5k.
We've done the run.
5.02 kilometres. 3 miles we've walked in total.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We got back to the hotel and it was time for Missy's birthday cake.
Happy birthday to you. Seems to be managing it.
You enjoyed the walk?
Very nice. I seem to manage it all right, but the two with me were a bit lagging.
Were they?
Yeah. They had to get the bus back. They couldn't take it.
What did you think of the walk, Mum?
Excellent. Yeah, it's nice to get out in the fresh air, walk by the sea.
Dad said he managed it okay, but the two with him were lagging.
Oh,
Would you concur?
probably.
Oh,
I was lagging
Rude.
at the end.
Who was?
I was.
rude. I wanted to spend some time enjoying the sea view that the hotel offered, and it was just about to get dark, so me and Mum rushed down to the piano bar. On our way there, we also found the Victoria suite, which we popped in to have a look at. There was no furniture in here, but I think it was maybe where Queen Victoria stayed when she used to come to the hotel. This is the Victoria suite, which... Do you think this was where Queen Victoria stayed?
Yeah, I bet. It would have been if they weren't decorating.
It's nearly dark outside, so a little bit gloomy. This way, Missy. We woke up to a wet day on Sunday morning. We're only staying here for 2 nights, so we actually check out today, but the checkout's not until 11 AM, so we've got time for a nice leisurely breakfast. It's a bit of a wet day. The breakfast here is a buffet that's served in the restaurant, but as we've got Missy with us, we're allowed to go and collect our food from there and then bring it out to the piano bar to eat. There's a really good selection of food here, from cereals to yogurt and fruit to cheese and ham, and then also full English breakfast, toast, and also pastries. There's a selection of juices. The only thing that's bad is the coffee. I didn't try it, but Mum said it's horrible, so she asked for tea, which for some reason they didn't have out on display. You had to ask for tea, but they were happy to bring us some when she asked for it. After breakfast, we tried out these chairs by the fireplace. We were in no hurry to get outside as it was still a bit rainy, so we enjoyed a nice sit down and then had a look up the stairs as we'd only ever been in the lift. So we went up and found a lovely stained glass window, but then there was nothing else to see really, so we came back down again. Then we went to our room to pack our things up before checking out. Dinner. Hang on, Missy's doing a poo. We've checked out of our hotel and we've come down towards Hastings like we did yesterday, but we've gone further this time because we were in the car. And we've come to the Rock'n'All area, which is, what, Mum? Chipping in?
Known as the Fisherman's End.
It's the Fisherman's End, so
With the boats.
we're going to have a little look around here. So there's a nice little bay here, and there's fishing boats and cliffs up this side. And that's where the car park is. And there's a caravan park up there, apparently. Right, Missy, you gonna have some throws? What do you think?
Bit with a wreck there.
We had a nice walk up the Stade Beach and were shocked to see a few people in swimming because it certainly was too cold for us. A bit windy for you. There were also 3 surfers that came along, so we stopped to watch them for a bit. I think Missy was finding it a bit hard to walk on the stones, so we found this nice concrete bit where she could have a bit of a run up and down. As you can hear, it was very windy, but at least the rain had stopped and it was bright and sunny. We've got the surfers, so the 3 people that went in. The waves are not ideal for surfing really. So we've watched them for a bit. Now we're walking back to see what's in the fishing town park.
Fishing net huts. This is shop.
I thought these are smoking huts.
No, it's where they dry the fishing nets.
Oh, is it not where they hang the fish and smoke it? That's why it's so tall.
No, it's where they hang the nets. That's why they're so tall.
Really? Let's see.
Fish you get.
There's the funicular railway that's currently at the top, and it's easier than walking to the top. Going in. There's also a little miniature railway that you can get from the fishing end around the back of the Fisherman Museum. I don't know if it drops you off at the other end or if it's just like a round trip, but it's very tiny. There it goes. Oh, just the front is going. I think it changes track so it can go back to the other end of the train and drag it the other way. And we're back at the car park. We've come back to our old hotel to have a carvery before we leave. So here's our hotel behind the scaffolding. And just further down is the ship building that I forgot to get a better picture of, but you can kind of see it on the end, looking like a cruise ship, and I'll insert a better picture of it here. As we've been so impressed with the quality of the food at our hotel, we went back there one last time so we could have a carvery before we drove home. I tried to get some footage of this, but I did a bad job, to be honest. I got mostly ceiling as I was using a camera mount and I didn't have it angled properly. But they had a good selection of roast, and I think there was something like 12 or 13 different types of vegetables. It was very comprehensive, and we all had a big feed. I can barely hold my plate. Gosh. We've finished our carvery. We're just having a last walk on the beach before we head home. Decided to head home now. We've had our walk on the beach and we're all feeling a bit tired, so we're ready to go. Have you had a nice holiday?
I've had a great time. Yes, thank you.
Dad?
Very nice, thank you.
Missy? She's tired out. She's had a nice dinner and now she's going to have a little sleep.
I think we all are. Hope you don't.
I can't because I've got to drive home. So anyway, thanks for joining us on this little weekend away, and happy birthday to Missy.
Yay! It's over. It's finished.